Howdy everybody, Wildman Willie here, and happy Saturday to you. Today we're going to go fix a Trailblazer. I got a call from the client the other day, had a no crank, no start situation, and I always talk to the customer a little bit and see if I can't get some kind of idea of what's going on with the car. Got to talking and they described to me that sometimes they would open the hood and slam it, and that the car would crank up afterwards, and otherwise it wouldn't. This went straight to starter in my mind, that the impact of the hood slamming was enough to shake the starter like smacking it and get it going. Well, of course, it had gone to a no start situation. Again, I was under other vehicles when I got this call, so turned out they were able to take a broomstick and find where the starter was, give it a good smack as instructed, and they were able to get home. Thankfully, on these Trailblazers, a starter is actually a pretty expensive piece, especially locally. I found them it's a $250 starter. Connex is closing down. They're going out of business. They sold this nice customer this starter for 75 bucks and no cork. It's an Endurance, I think. That's not my favorite brand of starter. I don't care. You can get 3 of them at that price. Anyway, great deal on that. So that made it real possible for them to get it done today. So we're going to take a cruise out to their work. I'm going to take care of it right there in their workplace parking lot. Shouldn't take me too terribly long. I just got to get all limbered up and ready to bend around to get in there. So why don't y'all hop in the back and let's go check it out. Good afternoon, everybody. Wildman Willie here on a Trailblazer, and we're going to get a starter up in this. Now, they didn't bury it. There's not a whole lot around it, and it sure is up in there. So, I'm going to pack my patience and put on my acrobat uniform and get that twisted out there. Maybe you get a view of that. You should in that position. You can also see it from underneath, but it's about 4 feet over your head. I guess I could take the intake manifold off. I don't think that'll be necessary. This ignition control module might come out of my way. We're going to move things as necessary to get access to that. Good news is, it's a 2-bolt job. I should have that. I just got to reach it and make it happen. That's all that is. Got the new starter over here. Connex is going out of business. So they had an excellent deal on that. Appears correct from here. Sounds good to me. Got everything laid out. Got everything ready to rock. Let's hope I don't have to turn it into the human pretzel or take this entire car apart to get access to that. I don't think I will, though. Here we go. Out with the bad. Demons be gone. That sounds pretty rough. Yeah. That don't sound too good, does it? Let's show you what that looks like getting that out of there. So I moved the PCM that may not be fully necessary. I got some wiring out of my way. That little wire clip right there, that gray one at the top, puts all that split loom in the way of the upper nut, which makes things difficult. Now thankfully, I don't know if you can see that well, that is a stud for the top one. It's a 15mm bolt on top. So what I do is I take my socket and I wad up some plastic in it to keep it. So I was able to get that out without doing any dropping. I'm hoping installation will be quite the breeze now that everything's out of the way. Shouldn't be too hard to get that nut started. I was worried about it if it was going to be a bolt. But let's button her up and put it back on the road. Alright, we've got a new starter in, wired up and installed. Now all I got to do is put the PCM back where it goes and the battery back where it goes. And then we'll do a test start and see what we got here. Should be a starting car. Let's see. Alright, moment of truth. Everything buttoned up, ready to rock. Let's hop in the car, see what it thinks about its new starter today. The power of Willie compels you. We got a winter chicken dinner running truck. Let's try it 3 more times. Good. 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 All right. Let's go tell the customer happy day. Let's read the check engine lights and see what else is going on with this car. It's not happy about some things, but it'll start and get it where it needs to go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. today was a good day. That wasn't too difficult to take care of for the customer, and now they're right back on the road where they need to be. Starter on this one is not a complicated affair. It is a reachy bendy access affair. Definitely if you're not too mobile, pack your ibuprofen. For me, I was able to human snake up inside and get the nut and the bolt loose and get it out. That's all it really takes with this one. It's not too complicated. Tips: you may take the new starter and use that as a guide to figure out where the bolts are going to be. That way you can figure out where you need to put your hand, because in this one you really can't see it. The other thing I would recommend is there is some big wire loom and everything that runs over the top of that. It blocks all access. If you can get that little gray plastic clip off, which some of y'all may not be getting it back on, but if you get it off, then that'll move out of your way and you can get access to that top or rear bolt. It's really top, but it's kind of rear. In any event, not too hard on this one. If you're extra flexible or if you're smaller, the better this job's going to be for you. This one doesn't need to be an extremely expensive affair on the installation, though. Good luck on finding your own starters for $75. Well, I hope you enjoyed, everybody. Thanks for riding along. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, and we look forward to your feedback in the comments section. Have a great one, everybody.